Hey guys, I am ForeverAGame and welcome to Let's Play Pokemon Legends Arceus. If you did not know, I am ForeverAGame. On this channel, we do Let's Plays like The Sims, Pokemon. We're doing Tears of the Kingdom. We're doing Minecraft. Like we do whatever I feel the need, to be honest. And ever since they announced Pokemon Legends Z to A, I wanted to revisit a game that I'd never played on this channel, but I played, like, on my own time, a little bit of it. Pokemon Legends Arceus. I've talked about it quite a bit in the Pokemon Violet Let's Play, but here we are. Welcome to my realm, located beyond both time and space. Damn it. This is such an unserious channel. It is well that thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus. Arceus? I think I've settled on Arceus. No, I wish to know thine appearance. I think we're just gonna do the basic one and then we'll dye the hair brown. Because, like, I'm far too pale, but I'm not a blonde anymore. But yes, we're gonna do the basic one. It's sad. What is thy name? My name is C-A-L-U-M. Calum. Yes, correct. Calum. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokemon. Calum. Seek out all Pokemon, and thou shalt find me once more. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Are you supposed to, like... Is that, like, the point of... I know that's the point of the game, to catch all the Pokemon, but, like, it's never been my thing. Not my cell phone. My Rotom Phone 12X Plus. Oh yeah, and before I get a comment, I take screenshots for the thumbnail. Especially on Switch games. Whenever that happens on a Switch game, it's usually for, like, the rotating thumbnail. Wake up! Oh, do wake up, won't you? Cute. Are you alive, my boy? I've still not decided completely which Pokemon I want. I know which one I don't, but the other two I'm debating. I'll let you know my thoughts. You gave me quite the shock falling from the sky like that, but thank goodness you seem unharmed. Who are you? I'd like to ask you the same. I mean, you fell out of the sky, you understand? Come on, come now, who in the world does that? I must say, your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? I doubt it. I see. You seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some direction? Do you have somewhere you could stay? I don't know. So you don't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? I don't know what to do. This Pokemon game is quite a bit different from any of the other ones that came before. I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Crew. Foom. Plish Plash. Oh, I'd completely forgotten. I just caught up with these 3 runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd appear here. But do you even know what a Pokemon is? Of course I do. My, that's a relief. Though you fell from the sky, it seems we have some common ground, eh? Yes, well, these 3 Pokemon belong to me, mysterious creatures that they are. Oh yes, and what might your name be? I'm Calum. Oh, so you're called Calum. The name has quite a ring to it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. It means dove in... I always forget. Because I don't think I'm from there. But Scottish? I think it's Scottish for dove. My mom found it in a baby book. But I don't think I'm Scottish. I haven't done my 23andMe. But I do apologize. I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Laventon. I'm something of a Pokemon professor. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon such as these 3 Oh, blasted brother, my darling Pokemon, why must you run from me again? I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up? I beg you. You 3, wait! But yes, so this Pokemon game is quite a bit different. How do I don't know how to do it. Oh god, you run pressing down this. But you don't have to keep pressing down. You can just press it once. And you press up for the bag. Ooh, settings. I need to autoplay it. Like, autosave off. Autosave disabled. I don't know what any of the rest of this means. I'm sure we'll have to deal with it. But you can roll in this game. There's a lot of, like, survival-esque elements of this game, which I like quite a bit. We'll be introduced to them, but, like, I really love Legends Arceus. It's my favorite modern Pokemon game. But, like, I don't even think I've gotten to, like, I think I may have gotten to the first boss, quote-unquote. No, the second one. I got to the second boss. I didn't beat it, but I got to it. There's a glowing, beeping object over there. But I love this game. Even, like, for, like, the 2 hours that I played of it. You found something that resembles a phone. It's probably your phone, but it's changed shape. You feel a strange power emanating from it. The only thing I don't like is that you come from the future. That's the only thing I don't like about this game. Well, of what I know of it. That's the only thing I don't like. Message appeared. I bestow upon thee this Arc phone, and thy mission seek out all Pokemon. But yes, if you could not tell, this is kind of like isekai-ish. Like the running theory is that this is the protagonist of Diamond and Pearl, and then they get thrown into the past by Arceus for, I'm sure, a reason that will be revealed during the game, but I don't know it. But that's the only thing I don't like. I don't like isekais, to be honest, for the most part. Like, as a base, like, rule, I don't like isekais. It ruined the Dragon Quest movie. Alas, yet another miss. Ah, I'm glad you've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these 3 first. Now that one is Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. Ash had one in the anime, and it should have evolved fully. I stand by that. But it swallowed an Everstone, and my day was ruined. That one over there is Cyndaquil, my technical first starter. Like, I consider it my first starter of my first Pokemon game, which was technically Crystal, but it wasn't mine, and so I didn't get to save. So, like, my regular, like, first Pokemon game that I myself owned and got to save in was Sapphire, where I chose Torchic, because May had one. The fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it's surprised or irate, but this Cyndaquil was technically my first favorite Pokemon, and it's one of my favorite starters. It's really cute. And then Oshawott! I love Oshawott. It's so cute. That Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can use its shell-like object, the shell-like object on its belly. I really like Oshawott. It's not my favorite Unova starter. It's usually the one I end up picking, because my favorite Unova starter is Tepig. But Tepig evolves into two monstrosities, and it betrayed me. The first time I was ever betrayed by a Pokemon. Like a starter, that was the first time, and it started a long line. But yes, so usually I pick Oshawott if I go to Unova. Sometimes I pick Snivy, because I like Superior. Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing, how to go about catching Pokemon. Here you are, my boy. Pokeballs. Throw these at Pokemon to catch them. You obtain 50 Pokeballs. A Pokeball. You can craft them in this game. Ah, but that won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize. Let me be more thorough. Now that I mentioned already, the Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them, you ask? Each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to minuscule size. And that's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. Throw one of them at a Pokemon, and where the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball, comfy as can be. And with that, you've caught a Pokemon. I know we just met, but I'm afraid I've no one else to turn to. I'd be awfully grateful if you could catch my 3 runaways. Now, the proper technique is to aim at the Pokemon and let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Though far be it from me to say so, I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in this area. But yes, this is my favorite way to catch Pokemon. You can just throw the Pokeball. Like, the aiming in this game is so good. Like, hold on. I want to catch either Cyndaquil or Oshawott first. I don't want Rowlet. Rowlet is not... Rowlet may be my least favorite base Alola starter, but it's not my least favorite overall. I really like Decidueye, but, like, the Popplio line, it has me. But yes, you can throw and aim. It doesn't, like, lock on to anything. You can just throw, and then bam! But we're gonna catch Oshawott first. Because I think we may start with Oshawott as our starter, and I don't know if this matters. Oh, wonderful, you've caught a Pokemon! Seems you've quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business, Caleb. Jolly useful skill to have around here. Only 2 of my darling runaways left now. Still, this is most unusual. You don't seem fearful of Pokemon in the slightest. But yes, I think we may pick Oshawott, because the Pokemon have their forms altered. They get Hisuian forms, because we're technically in... Past Sinnoh is called Hisui. But yeah, so they get forms altered. In my first run, I picked Cyndaquil, obvi. But I don't think it ever evolved. I think I was holding off. I can hardly believe it, Caleb. Incredible. You know, many people fear to even approach Pokemon, never mind catch them. Bravo indeed. Just one more to go. Let's wrap up this sharpish, shall we? But yeah, so I picked Cyndaquil the first time. But I think I have a fire Pokemon that I want to use, maybe? Maybe, maybe not. Who's to say? But I know I don't want to use not Oshawott, Rowlet. Because I don't like Hisui and Decidueye. I hate to say it. I know it's what the fuck? Yes, I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old boy. Where is it? Where did it go? Oh, it's right over there. But yes, I really don't care for Hisui and Decidueye. In its shiny colors, I like it. But not in its regular base form. But Samurott and Typhlosion, I think they both look fine. Oh, what a relief to have them all back. You see, the 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at the village to help with our research. They won't listen to anyone. And as I mentioned, they bolted from the village almost as if they knew you'd come falling. But I must say, Caleb, I was taken back by how well you used Pokeballs. How's it that you catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here? One can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here and now. My phone. Seek out all Pokemon. That object is an Arc phone, you say? What an odd device could it be, guiding you somehow? You'll indulge me a moment. There's something I'd like to share with you. Let's see. I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokedex. Yes, a proper Pokedex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. But in order to properly document Pokemon, one must, of course, catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. A situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Come on now, what do you say? Shall we help one another out, my boy? You've convinced me. Then whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. Welcome, we've got a Pokedex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me then, onward to Jubilife Village. I like Jubilife City, so I was fine with Jubilife Village. There's only like one settlement in this game, and that did kind of piss me off. But apparently in Legend Z to A, there's only going to be, you can only go to Lumiose. You can only be in Lumiose, which I'm like, I'm concerned, but maybe it'll work. I think it's more like a city builder, which is like, okay, not what I was hoping for. Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young man was of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing him into the village for a bit. But I love, this is giving Princess Mononoke, like, to be honest, with the village, giving Tale of Princess Kaguya. That's how I excuse, like, the look of this game. I'm like, it's giving Tale of Princess Kaguya. Like, the Ghibli movie, go watch that movie. That's what, like, the art style's giving. When they showed, like, the grass, I was like, oh my god, Tale of Princess Kaguya. It's a style. But then they kind of did the same thing for Scarlet and Violet. So, ooh. But I can excuse it for Legends Arceus. This way, if you please. Because everybody was like, oh, this is hideous. But I'm like, oh, it's cute. Jubilife Village has come a long way thanks to the Galaxy Expedition Team. This road we're on now is known to the locals as Canala Avenue. This village was built scarcely 2 years ago. There's much to do, yet not many to do it. And since we know so little of the local Pokemon, people hesitate to set foot outside the village. And that impressive building up ahead is Galaxy Hall, headquarters for this entire outfit. I love the building up of the village in this game. It's so cute. I love this game. It combines so many things that I like. Oh, botheration. I'd almost forgotten. I need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might I ask you wait for me at the canteen? It's just past this bridge, then to the left. The Wallflower, it's called. But yes, like, it's so quaint. Like, I love it. Your ARC phone is beeping. Somehow, it seems to show where you need to go next. The map! Yay, the guidance markers. Do they show guidance markers in Scarlet and Violet? I don't think they do. What do you mean, investigate? What does this say? Canala Bridge. Hello. Bellamy. I'm pretty new to the village myself. I tried to talk to everyone, so I must always learn something new. When do I get the opportunity to roll? But, like, this is Hisui! Cute, cute, cute. I really like Hisui. I wanted Legends Kyurem so bad. Like, Legends Kyurem, Black and White 3, that's what I was hoping for. But we got Legends Kalos, basically, so, Kalos needed something. Well now, aren't you awfully suspicious? And it's with Zygarde, so I feel like it's be cool. The Wallflowers for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. Dawn! Who are you? I've never seen anyone dressed like you are. If you were to be attacked by a Pokemon, you'd be mincemeat in those flimsy clothes. If the guard let you through, you must have ties with somebody in the village. Perhaps you've met Professor Laventon. He's a scholar from a faraway place. His Pokemon do get away from him at times, though. It makes me a bit worried for him. I suppose I'm hardly one to talk. I've had some trouble with Pokemon myself. I was hit by a Pokemon move called Thunder Shock not long ago and had to take to my bed. But the professor, well, I do wonder how long he'll last. Unfortunately, it's just as Akari says. I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Professor? But everything will be quite alright now. Calum here has agreed to help us with our Pokedex. Excuse me? You plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps? You can't just slap a badge on whoever you like without Captain Cyllene's permission. I'll allow it. Captain Cyllene? Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I'm the captain of the Galaxy Team Survey Corps. You may call me Cyllene. Professor Laventon has told me how you helped secure his Pokemon when they slipped his control. And now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You look to be 15 or so. Quite old enough to work for your keep. But we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Oh, most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you like to join us for? Would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite all right. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. Okay. Aloof as always, I see. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then, eh? Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi if you please, but make it for 3 today. He refused me service. You're wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never fails to please. Oh, but now he's very willing to serve. Professor Laventon, where exactly did you meet our visitor here? Well, you know of that great hole in the sky, the one people call the space-time rift? Our new friend fell right out of it. You can't be serious. Come now, I am a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself with only facts. Now, you already know there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region. That there are, in the grass and forest, by water, or wherever they like. Our job as the Survey Corps is to research them, and find out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they might possess, or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. That's where Calum will come in. He successfully caught 3 Pokemon, 3 of them in quick order, you understand. Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of a feat such as that. This means we can finally begin our Pokemon research with earnest. 3? We have a hard enough time catching even 1 when wild Pokemon come after us. Well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well, and it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying such a leisurely meal with this outsider? Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know. The slow progress on that Pokedex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now have your fill, Calum. And think, if you make it into the I keep wanting to say Galaxy team. Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky. I love that little scene of them just eating, like, I don't know why, it's just so, like, quaint and wholesome. I love, like, the just mundane aspects of this game. That was quite delicious indeed. Yes, the food was lovely, but more importantly, you do remember that Calum has a trial to pass. To join the Survey Corps, don't you? Not to worry, I have complete confidence in Calum's skills. Can I get an outfit yet, or no? Let's hope it is not misplaced. Calum, was it? For tonight, at least, we will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. A house! But if you fail to pass the trial, we put to you tomorrow, you must move on. You will be expelled from the village to meet your fate, and perhaps your death in the wilds. They said death. I love when they say death in these games. It's crazy. Captain Cyllene is somewhat like Hisui in that they're both quite harsh. No, she simply put on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing we can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here, I imagine our new friend has had enough falling for one day. And with that, I bid you both good night. Yes, good night. A rift in the sky, people falling from it. This world is full of mysteries. I love Ray and Akari. That's the boy's name, Ray, if you pick the girl. I've never picked the girl, though. But yay, we get a house in this game. It's so fucking cute. It's like one of my favorite parts in this game. You get a fucking house. Like, you just get a cute little house. It's so cute. It's so cute and quaint. And you take off your shoes automatically. Like, it's so cute. Investigate. It's a jug used to store drinking water. It has a lid on top that keeps debris from falling in. What is this? Is this my, like, yes, my survey tips. Leave me alone. Handy tips. Don't forget. Cool, 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 cool. I'm aware. And then we have a cute little, like, fireplace. A nice fire in the sunken hearth can help keep the entire room heated. And then we get a dresser. And then we get a bed. Change outfit. It's a full-length mirror. We get an outfit at some point. And lovely stones that someone must have found. They're just plain old stones. But yes, I love this little place. It's so cute. This is what the dorm room should have given in Scarlet and Violet, but it didn't. It's sad, but oh well. Ooh, I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure there's nothing that can come out of that that's terrible. The next day. Good morning, Calum. Are you up? Quite some lightning last night, wasn't it? Today's the day of your trial, so let's give it our all. Where do I get my look? Do I get my look after I go to the survey, after I join the survey team? I think I do. Dresser, yeah, none of my looks. We do get a chest, but I don't have any items. Hi, Akari. What lovely weather we've got. I hope you had a nice sleep, even if this land is strange and new to you. Let's head to headquarters. Captain Cyllene is waiting. This should have been given a show. Like, I understand we got the Hisui and Sinnoh, but that wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. I wanted a full-length show. Like, it could have been so cute. Just 22 episodes. It could have been so cute. We got, like, fucking 4. It pissed me off. I should have gotten a 22 episode season. Like, it should be Pokemon Legends. And then a 22 episode season for this. Then a 22 episode season for Z to A. Like, it could be so cute. We could just do it once a year. Survey Corps offices are here on the first... Please don't give up. Keep those eyes open. I don't know who that is. The wild Pokemon. They were everywhere, attacking from all sides. I sent out my partner Pokemon, but against a whole pack, outnumbered. This is what happens when you go so far afield, but the medical corps will put you to rights. That man's with the security corps, and even with his own partner, he took a beating from wild Pokemon. Without a partner Pokemon of your own, you might find this trial particularly trying. I need Pokemon. Have I decided? I did a kind of little markup of what I wanted my team to be. And I have other options for if I did grass, water, or fire. I think I'm gonna pick water. Captain Cyllene, Calum is here. You may enter. Let us get straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition Team, prove yourself capable by going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 different species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Catching 3 Pokemon from the start? No one in the Galaxy team has ever managed that. Did this stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? My trial should be simple enough for him if the professor wasn't exaggerating the things, that is. Oh, she has an Abra, cute. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you'll be an asset to our cause. I will lend you one of our Sorbet Core satchels and to carry whatever you may need in the field. We get a little fanny pack. Like May. But facing the wrong way. That satchel doesn't exactly match your mode of dress. Akari. I'll expect you to step in if anything goes awry. I like the name Akari so much. Ray is cute too because of Sailor Mars, but like I like Akari. The Galaxy Team's entry trial. You can check your missions with Y. Pardon, Caleb. Come with me a moment. Now then, a jolly good morning to everyone. Something the matter, Professor Laventon? In order to complete our Pokedex and, well, simply survive in this unforgiving land, Caleb must absolutely pass this trial. And as a professor of Pokemon, I've got just the ticket to help him accomplish that. A starter Pokemon! Crew! Foom! Plish Plash! Come on, Caleb, pick the Pokemon that strikes your fancy. With a partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off wild Pokemon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see they're rather curious about you. Well, my boy, which Pokemon would you like to keep as your very own? Well, it's not going to be Rowlet. So, like a Sophie's choice between Cyndaquil and Oshawott. I'm going to pick Oshawott. Yep. Plish Plash. Do you want Oshawott? Yes. Because I picked Cyndaquil my first time, but I never got to the point where it evolved. Jesus, Oshawott is big. And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude Beach from me will now be yours to keep. Good show. I've tucked Oshawott back inside its Pokeball for you, so take it as it's yours. You received Oshawott! Yay! Word of advice, my boy, pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain a Pokemon when you're out in the field. Cuckoo! Boom! They look as if they're cheering on their friend Oshawott. Or perhaps they're jealous that it gets to help you with your trial. It could well be. They did go dashing from the village when Caleb fell out of the sky, after all. Well, not to worry, you two. I'll have you assist with me with my research for now. Do you get them later in the game, or no? I assume no, but maybe. By the by, what species does Captain Cyllene charge you with catching? Oh, well, that's smashing. All 3 of those species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Let me give you some Pokeballs to use during your trial, then. You obtain 20 Pokeballs. These Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work as a treat, as you've already seen. You'll have this trial cleared in no time. I guess you're finally ready. You'll have to leave the village for your trial. Turn left after you exit quarters, then head to the gate. Yay! Can we explore? Like, can we meet these people or no? I want to see who was yelling. Anais. Pessel, she was yelling. It's safe here at Jubilife Village. Don't forget you can return and rest to recover. I want to see who was injured. At some point... Oh yes, they're in little things. Yes, Rowlet's in a tree. I think Oshawott's in, yes, this little tank if you leave it there. I've never seen Cyndaquil. Aw, it's in like a little hearth. So cute. Baggin. I'm gonna see who was injured. I assume more of these doors open. I can't quite remember. Ooh, you can go down. We'll explore the rest of this building, like, not off camera, like in the next episode, or like maybe an episode after that. But for now, we need to go Start our trial. I'd like to at least be able to roll. Like, oh wait. Ooh, we'll battle, I think you battle this person. So, I think, oh. Yeah, this is how you switch from Pokeballs to Pokemon. Ooh, I want to check out my Oshawott. How do I do that? Is it this? Yes. Check summary. Oshawott, level 5. It's a boy. It has tackle. I don't think they have natures or abilities in this game. Oh, I hope that changes in Z to A. That's the thing I did not like. You can't, they don't have natures or, abilities. Because I feel like those give them they have natures, but they don't have, like, abilities. That bothered me. But it's docile. It doesn't have its little thing, though. Like, loves to take siestas or something. I want that back, too. Change moves. But yes, you can change moves in this game. Like, it's so cute. This was, like, revolutionary. But yes, cute, cute, cute. But I think, we'll talk to you before we end the episode. Hello. Oh, what a curious getup you have there. I can already tell you're quite the character. I'm Volo of the Ginkgo Guild, the go-to choice for any of your mercantile needs here in Hisui. I've heard talk about you. Fell from the sky, didn't you? Now that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh, and you've a Pokemon. You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd and novel is key to any good merchant's success, so what do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokemon stand up to one another in battle? Okay. I like you better and better. What a delightful find. I've heard about this trial you'll attempt. Let's have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you know you'll lose if your Pokemon's HP reaches 0. But yes, this is Volo. If you hadn't noticed, Ginkgo Guild member Volo challenged you to a battle. But if you hadn't noticed, the people in this game resemble people from various, like, Pokemon games. Like, Volo looks like Cynthia, Cyllene looks like Cyrus. Fight. Tackle. You can move the camera. I can personally move. You can run from battles just by literally running. Ooh, I'm gonna definitely need to turn down the music. This is too much. This is too much. It's too loud. Like, ooh, this is too much. Fight, tackle. Yay. But yes, like, obviously Ray and Akari resemble Lucas and Dawn. Moves, items, use them well and the world will open to you. I'll try to point out the ones that I recognize. Oh, we gained level 6. Did we get Water Gun? It's always good fun to have your Pokemon do battle, don't you think? As they gain experience through battle, they'll learn more moves and grow even stronger. Pokemon moves, you can change moves. But so few people have their own Pokemon. If only more knew how to use Pokeballs. At any rate, let me help our 2 battlers recover from their little exercise. And to you, my sky-fallen friend, I present some potions in thanks. 5 potions! It's a potion. You can use them in your battle, on your Pokemon whenever they might be born out from battle. I'll be hoping that you're successful in that trial of yours. More Galaxy Team members means more customers for yours truly, after all. But yes. Cool. Volo's fine. He's the merchant. That's really something. Not only can you catch Pokemon, you can lead them in battle. Now, to the Obsidian Fieldlands. When you're leaving Jubilife Village, make sure you choose a destination from your map. And tell Rest, the guardsman, where you're going. That way, someone can come to your aid if you're knocked out by a Pokemon. Oh, and obviously the nurse resembles Nurse Joy. Your trial begins just a short way past that front gate. I would like to go into my settings. No, not that. Up. Game control. No, not game controls. Settings. Where's my music? I'm gonna turn everything down to 5, and we're gonna hope that's good. Yay! Okay, but I think that might be all for now. In the next episode, we'll go do our trial. Hopefully we pass, but that's gonna be all for now, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!